The day starts off with me rushing to the bed after setting up my camera so it could look like I woke up from my alarm, only to hear my alarm. I pretend to fall asleep, knowing damn well I'll have to wake up now and start my day. Let's do this. The young man hops into the shower, but it's not a normal shower. Here, I'm going to be thinking about 3 things that I could do that day to make it a victory. And I do that every morning. Every morning, I get out my journal and I write down 3 things that I'm grateful for. 3 things that will make me thankful for being alive. I write down my goal and then 3 things that I can do today to help get to that goal. And after I write down those 3 things, I schedule my day by the hour of what I need to be doing to be able to accomplish all those things. And that's what's led me to so much success in fitness and life. Alright, so I'm done with the narrator voice, but here I usually walk for about 20 minutes to the park and I listen to books that'll benefit me in business, that'll benefit me in life, that'll just make me a smarter person in general. And that's what I do, I just walk. And the walking on an empty stomach also helps burn the calories that I have in my stomach from the night before. Here I do my regular warm-up. I'm about to start doing handstands. Now, I've been doing handstands every single morning for about 2 weeks straight. I'm going to make a video on the benefits, but one of the benefits is that it's made my shoulders a lot stronger. It's helped me with my abs since you have to keep balance. It has a ton of benefits. I'm going to make another video on why it's helped, but here's my handstand. Alright, so I made a little sketch for my manufacturer. So here I'm going to have zippers that can fit your phone. So let's say you have an iPhone and you have the wire connected to your ears and you want to go lift, it can't fall out of your pocket. And then I have this little extra pouch to hold like maybe your wallet, your keys, all that other stuff, and then pockets for your hands. So it pretty much has everything covered. It's got the little cuffs at the bottom. The material, it's going to be more of like a very, very soft but like stretchy type of material. The logo, I want it 3D printed. I'll show you guys what that means later when it comes out. Got the stretchy soft waistband at the top with the drawstrings and a tapered fit, so it makes your legs look bigger because it holds around them a little bit more. You'll see what it means when they come out.
Your goal. 2. Set your first offer at 65% of your target price. 3. Calculate 3 raises of decreasing increments to 85, 95, and 100%. 4. Use lots of...
I always listen to books when I drive. Always. While other people are listening to music, I'm getting smarter. Alright, so for those of you that don't know, I own a company called Clothing of Legends. We make mainly funny fitness clothing. There was a lot of packages that were late because of things that happened with my suppliers. So I'm visiting my supplier now to make sure that he's doing his job. I paid him $41,000 and I want to make sure that he's shipping everything out quickly and making everything really high quality. So I'm visiting him right now. For Clothing of Legends, I will be closing it the majority of the year. Simply because I want to focus on building Enliftis. While Clothing of Legends is cool and it makes funny things, it rides trends, right? So a funny meme will come out, I'll make a shirt about the meme. It does good, but it just rides trends. It only makes money for a small amount of time. So I'm building Enliftis, which will be a long-term clothing brand that focuses on making your muscles look bigger and helping increasing your performance for those of you that lift. So yeah, I'm going to be focusing on building Enliftis, but for now, I want to send out the rest of the Clothing of Legends packages and then close it out. To send out the rest of the Clothing of Legends packages, I have to make sure that he's doing his job. So that's why I'm coming here. And yeah. Alright, so the real reason that you're here, my first meal, I had it at 12:30 in the afternoon. Now, I hadn't eaten anything since the day before at 8 p.m., so I went about 16 and a half hours without eating. This is really going to help promote fat loss. On top of that, this meal is low carb. I'm having 6 eggs, cheese, mushrooms, and spinach. It's a very low carb meal, and so my body's not going to have that much to use as energy, and it's going to have to use my fat as energy, and that's what's helped me stay so lean. Guys, so the first samples for Enliftis finally came in. This is the women's clothes. I'm so excited. I'm gonna have somebody try it on, and I'll show you guys how it looks like. I'm so excited. Oh my god. Alright, so I got my friend to wear it. I really like it. I like the color. I like the logo. Turn around. You see it's got Enliftis on the back. I'm really excited about it.
one of the hardest things in the world, and it would just start a successful YouTube page in 2019. Like that's, I can't think of anything on social media more difficult than that right now.
All right, so I talked business with Brandon Carter for a bit, then I went to the gym. So I like to start every single workout with handstands. Eventually I want to be able to do push-ups like this without the wall, and eventually I want to be able to do push-ups like this clapping. Then I went on to my real workout. So here I do 3 sets of this, right? So this exercise is basically 10 pull-ups, and then without stopping, I do 10 chin-ups, and then without stopping, I do 10 chin-ups with the neutral grip. This is helping hit the back from a bunch of different angles. So see here, I do the underhand grip. So if you can't do 10 of each, maybe just start off with 5 of each. Maybe just do 3 of each. Just do your best. I'm doing 10 of each, and that's definitely going to give you a great pump right before starting your back workout. So you're already starting off on a good foot. Another thing you could do is just do 10 of each, and even if you can only do 2, just rest a little bit, then get 3 and 4. Then rest a little bit, get 5 and 6, until you've done 10 of each. So you just force yourself to do all 90 repetitions. That is going to help you improve much faster than the guy that just did 5 of each and then just called it a day. Now, while pull-ups help grow the width of your back, I also want to grow the thickness, so I did T-bar rows. Now, I like getting the widest grip possible. Even if I can do less weight, a wider grip will really help my contraction and hit more of that outer back, right? So this is going to help hit the thickness of my back. You know those little muscles that are squeezing right there? But this is a tricep. Now, a tricep means you do 3 exercises back-to-back without resting. So immediately after, I grab, it looks like a 75-pound dumbbell, and then I do rows. Again, I'm hitting more of my lats here, but I'm still hitting the thickness, right? So I'm gonna do about like 7 on each arm, and then I'm gonna drop it, and I'm gonna switch and hit the other arm. This is really good for if you have an uneven back. So if you have one lat bigger than the other, I would recommend doing one arm at a time. That way you do the same number on each arm, and your back is even, instead of just like doing something that you use both arms at the same time and then one arm compensates for the other. So dumbbells and doing one arm at the same time is good for that. Then I do shrugs for my traps. You know, I don't usually train my traps that much. I'm trying to get them up. So you're going to do those 3 exercises back to back. Now, after you finish all 3, rest 1 minute and repeat it. Rest 1 minute and repeat it until you've done it 4 times. Now, here you grab this machine. Now, instead of grabbing the bar, you're going to grab the outside. Now, that's really going to help hit the outer back. I'm really trying to get a wider frame, so I'm holding things much wider than I normally do. Now, I'm going really light. As you can see, I'm only doing like, I don't know, it's 45, like 55 pounds on each side, so I'm going really light. Really focus on stretching your back and then squeezing at the back. Focus on stretching the back, really spreading it, and then squeezing. That's really gonna help get you a wider frame. Now, immediately after, without resting, you're gonna do a lat pull down. You squeeze it for as long as you can, you bring it up, and then you do one arm at a time. That's really, really good for growing your back, all right? So you're doing one arm at a time. Now, after you do these 2 exercises back to back, you rest 1 minute, and then you repeat it again. Then you do those 2 exercises back to back, you rest 1 minute and repeat it again until you've repeated it 4 times. Then at the end of that, you just do a couple more reps, really feel that squeeze, and you move on to the next exercise, which is the straight arm lat pull down. I like to do my lat pull downs from the regular lat pull down machine instead of the cables because it gives you a better stretch. Now, immediately after, without resting, I'm going to grab the rope and I'm going to do the same exercise. The reason I'm doing it with the rope instead of the bar now is because you can go farther back with the rope, giving you a better contraction. Now, looking back, I did these reps a little bit fast. Try to take it slow, squeeze and focus on the stretch. All right, so we're finished with back. We healed back. It's time to hit the second pull muscle, which is the biceps. Now, here I'm doing hammer grip. Now, the hammer grip is good for hitting the thickness or the brachialis of the bicep. I switched from the hammer grip, and now I'm doing a regular curl on the preacher curl. And then I switch the grip again, and I do a wide grip curl on the preacher curl. Now, this is all mostly focusing on the short head of your bicep. But what happens after this? Immediately after, you grab some bands, right? So I just tied it to the machine. You grab some bands, you walk it out, and then you curl from that angle. Now, when you curl from that angle, because you've got your arms stretched out behind you, you're hitting the long head of your bicep, right? So we're here to hit the muscles from every single angle to optimize growth, right? So yeah, it kind of looks like I'm not going all the way up. I should have done that a little bit better. Then you switch and you put your hands overhand. Now, when you have overhand, you're hitting the brachialis once again, which is going to help with the thickness of your bicep. Again, hitting the biceps from every single angle and the brachialis. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the bicep workout. There's me looking lean. Later on, I go to the store and I pick up some Chobani yogurts. That's some pretty good flavors right there. I'm gonna explain my choice in yogurts later on. All right, so I just got home. I'm gonna eat those snacks and I'm gonna eat dinner. And normally after that, I would go back to work and do things to build my business. But right now, I have pretty much everything that I need to do done. So I'm just gonna study and learn from some YouTubers and other people like that ways to increase my business. And yeah, that's pretty much what I'm gonna be doing. All right, so you just finished your workout. You went your whole day without eating fast-acting carbs, right? You fasted 16 hours, you worked out. Now, the best thing to do is to eat something higher in carbohydrates to replenish your muscles. So I'm eating rice, beans, and then I'm having pork. All right, so now I'm gonna have Godiva chocolate with the almond. A lot of people think that you can't eat fun stuff when you're on a diet or when you're trying to get in shape. You can, right? If you look at the amount of calories I ate today, this isn't putting me into a surplus. All right, so now I'm gonna eat both of these yogurts. The benefits in Chobani yogurt, well, one is that there's about like 12 grams of protein in each one. So that's 24 grams of protein. It's a high protein meal. It's also very good for your gut health, so you're gonna be absorbing more nutrients. I'll make a different video on the benefits of probiotics, but definitely eat Greek yogurt. I'm also gonna have another meal later on, which is high in probiotics. This protein and probiotic oatmeal. I added blackberries. Normally I add blueberries, but I ran out. So it's got 10 grams of protein, and again, it's got more live probiotics to help with protein absorption. There's a bunch of other benefits I'm probably gonna make another video about it pretty soon. And it's got 6 grams of fiber to help you poop, and it's got 300% of your daily value when it comes to vitamin C. So it's really good for you, and that's the last thing that I'm gonna eat. Guys, so I totally forgot to tell you one last thing that I'm gonna eat. Come in. All right, so before bed, I'm gonna do 3 things. So one, it's write down the lesson I learned that day. Every single day I learn something new, whether it's from my failure and ways that I can improve it, or just from the books that I'm reading, I always learn something new. So the biggest lesson of the day, I always write it down, and then I can review it, every single day for the week, every single thing that I've learned, and I just become smarter and smarter every single day. The next thing that I do is that I write my wins, right? So here's where I brag about what I accomplished that day. So it gives me a feeling of confidence. A lot of this game is to transform your body or to win in business is self-belief, believing in yourself. And every time that you write down your wins, even if they're very small, you believe in yourself a little bit more. You say, I set out to do this and I did it. And that's gonna give you confidence. And then the last thing that I do is I write down 3 things that I'm grateful for. I do it every morning and every night. And you find that people that are grateful for things are less depressed in general. So if you practice gratitude, you're just going to be a happier person in general. So I'm going to write 3 things that I'm thankful for. Guys, so I totally forgot to tell you one last thing that I'm going to eat. Come in.
Yeah. Put him through.
Alright guys, so if you like videos like this on how to build muscle, how to burn fat, how to transform your body, the mindset that it takes to be successful, I know a lot of other fitness channels, they just tell you, oh, do bicep curls, but they don't really give you the mindset and how to transform your whole life, not just fitness. So if you like stuff like that, be sure to click subscribe and then click the notification bell so you actually know when it comes out.